I'm recording. Go whenever.
Please welcome my guest at this time, Kade O'Dwyer. Kade, we just recently learned that you are challenging James Ellsworth for his 24/7 title at Great Balls of Fire in the kickoff show. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? Well, let me tell you, my thoughts don't really matter right now. But what I am going to mention is why I challenged James Ellsworth for that 24/7 championship. I'm tired of never being on a pay-per-view show at all. James Ellsworth, I challenge you for the 24/7 championship. Although, yes, it is on the pre-show, this is step one of many. This is step one from 1,000 steps of me finally main eventing WrestleMania, the place that I deserve to be. And it is truly a shame that the so-called competition known as James Ellsworth will be my first victim. But yet again, I know what it takes to get to where I belong, where I deserve to be. James Ellsworth, I'm sorry that you are in my way. I'm sorry that I have to bulldoze you to get to where I belong. But at the same time, you deserve it. Because you walk around calling yourself a champion, and I can't get that. I should be the one walking around here calling myself a champion because I deserve it. You are in this company because of luck. I am here because of talent. And to you and everyone else that is wise enough to listen, wise enough to watch, wise enough to read the article after I beat him, everybody's going to know who the real champion is. And if I have to repeat myself, this is only step one to my greatness. And if I have to leave saying something important, if there's anything I wanted you people to listen for what I have to say right here, right now, James Ellsworth, it is time for you to meet the bullet.
Back to you, Michael. Ready?
Yeah.
Joining me at this con... Fucking... Okay.
We've wasted a minute. I just want to let you. We've wasted a minute.
This is on television.
Joining me at this time, Kade O'Dwyer. Kade, we recently just saw you challenge James Ellsworth for his 24/7 championship in the kickoff show to Great Balls of Fire. What are your thoughts?
Well, let me tell you my thoughts. The only reason I'm challenging the so-called competition known as James Ellsworth is because I deserve to be on the main card, not the pre-show. But I understand that the pre-show is where I need to start. The start of my road to WrestleMania. The main event where I truly belong. Now, James Ellsworth, when you look at him, what's the first word that comes to your mind? Loser. Fad. Anything that does not relate to pro wrestling. James Ellsworth, personally, when you first think, it's kind of like, he's a champion. He's representing something. That's embarrassing. Maybe a Virgins Club, not a championship in the biggest multi-billion-dollar pro wrestling company this world has to offer. But let's stop. Let's think. James Ellsworth, he's doing big stuff. He's had matches with Braun Strowman. He's had over 2 victories against John Cena. James Ellsworth, he's in tag team matches with Dean Ambrose. He's accomplished a lot. And when you look at that list of accomplishments, man, that is a lot. You look at that like, wow, what an impressive career this man has had. But when you go back and you watch those matches, he lost against Braun Strowman. Dean Ambrose did everything in those tag team matches, and he didn't beat John Cena. AJ Styles did. Dean Ambrose did. James Ellsworth always is the kind of guy to sit on the sidelines and wait for people to pick up the victory for him while he takes credit. But he doesn't have anyone in his corner this time, and I know his so-called strategies. Kade O'Dwyer is going to show you, James Ellsworth, what this pro wrestling has. Just you need to calm down. You need to calm down and get collected. Because this is what James Ellsworth does. We look at him like, oh, what a small guy, not that talented. I'm gonna beat him lickety split. And then boom, he hits the kill switch when you least expect it. I'm smarter than that, James Ellsworth. I'm gonna prove that in our match, the pre-show of Great Balls of Fire. And after that, I'm gonna take your championship and you're gonna watch me sprint to main event every single pay-per-view, including WrestleMania, including SummerSlam, including every single pay-per-view. James Ellsworth, it will finally be time for you to meet the Bullet.